it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today with CKB's Australian fighter, one of the CKB's Australian fighters, Cameron Rowston, the Battle Giraffe. How are you, brother?
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Bro, it's good to see a Trump Cup, and it's good to hear you with the moniker of UFC fighter in front of your name, bro. How does it feel?
It's feels good. It's not it's not not world changing or life changing, but it feels nice to have it in front there. I imagine that's how it feels when someone completes a PhD and they get to put doctor in front of their name, or someone gets a black belt and they call themselves professor.
It's like when I'm just thinking now, it's kind of like a promotion at work in a way, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
because up in pay, up in like significant recognition and whatnot. Is there much recognition? Is there a lot more people chasing you for things now, bro?
No, no, no way.
You have to
No,
nail a few people first. You have to,
yeah, yeah. No, it's mostly stayed the same.
yeah.
Um, try to just stay in the gym as much as I can. So yeah, haven't been going out at night or anything. No, so I haven't been noticed at all.
And bro, the whole process, like it's interesting. Like you've reached the chance to get in, and then you've gotten through that. But it's like that old saying of out of the frying pan into the fire, bro. So you had all that
Yeah,
pressure to do well on Contender a couple of times, but now you're in the fire and you're facing Andre Petroski, a fucking pretty much a veteran, bro. Like so many fights in UFC, high level fights, and you're in your first UFC fight night in Perth, September 27th against him, bro. It's fucking exciting.
yeah, yeah. It's 100% that what you said, like out of the frying pan into the fire. Like that's what I wanted. Though I wanted to be thrown straight into the mix. There's no time to mess around. I'm not a 22, 23-year old prospect who they're picking up. I'm 30 and I'm looking to get to work and start moving straight away.
Bro, when I look at Petrosky, is the old I'm just wondering if he's got an amazing genetics or if there's been any Mexican supplements along the way, bro. Any thoughts?
I think he's actually a lot shorter, I reckon, than what he's touted on his bout card or his info. So I reckon he's just compressed, but he hasn't fought anyone like quite my height, so or taller. So he looks like normal sized when we see him on TV.
Yeah, bro. And when you look at guys like I mean he had a few good fights. When he fought Shabazian, man, Shabazian kind of picked him apart with stand up. Given that Shabazian's a fucking hell of a fighter and quite fast reflexes and everything, I'm imagining that will be something you'd be looking at is staying on the outside and picking him apart in a similar way.
That was a fight that I watched quite heavily and like analyzed. So that's definitely part of the game plan for sure.
Yeah, the body, man, obviously, he got targeted to the body a bit by Shabazian, but at the same time, it's a risky play if you're looking at kicking him, right? Because he's also looking at snatch legs as well to do the takedown, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, he's extremely durable, and I think he's just willing to kind of eat one or two shots just to get into that range where he can commence the grapple.
Yeah, man. And on that, man, like you're pretty confident in your own skills and your own grappling, bro. It must be tempting to play into that as well, to test yourself really, yeah?
Oh yeah, that's been part of the training as well. Like fully prepared for the fight to go to any realm, standing or on the ground or on the cage. So it's yeah, I back myself if we get to the grapple.
Bro, I didn't watch it, but I went back and watched it after you're fighting him, fighting on Rodolfo Vieira, and I was kind of
Mm,
disappointed because I wanted to see how they matched up on the ground, but he didn't get the takedowns right because obviously Petrosky's got a decent wrestling base, right, and Vieira's more of a ground BJJ sort of style ground fighter, right? So he didn't get the opportunity to take him down, but he showed good defense, yeah.
yeah, that was a very good fight. Like just both boys who don't aren't comfortable on the feet had to end up using their basically their jabs and their right hands. Really, it was quite a good fight.
Yeah, bro. And having your debut in Australia, I mean, if it was in Australia or New Zealand, you got to be happy with that, right? Because the fighting with the home crowd, lots of familiar faces around. You got a few teammates there as well.
Yeah, yeah, that was a big pull of wanting to call for an early debut was the fact that there was an Australian. I just thought, yeah, it's perfect. Like, why not?
Bro, I just noticed your CKB hat. I'm kind of pissed that I forgot to bring your battle giraffe hat today. Otherwise I'd be wearing it, but maybe next time.
Yeah, the wife stole it, didn't she?
She did for a minute, but I got it back. So, bro, you're going to be fighting amongst a host of Aussies and Kiwis, and it's an awesome show for anyone that's in the Oceanic region. Like, you got to be. I'm happier with that than any massive card in the States or whatever, right? Because you get to see all the names and people that you know. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and the fact that there's Quillen's on the card as well, Perth local boy. Jack Della's probably definitely going to be there watching and stuff like that. Like it's not just all the Aussies that are there; it's those local boys around there that are also going to pull in such a huge crowd.
True, bro. And who are your sort of boys, bro? Obviously, you've got a couple of lads there, the Balkan Bear, and now the host Sterling there as well from your actual direct team. But who else are your boys around there that are fighting that you've got a relationship with or you support?
Uh, Quillen, Colby, Justin, Junior, but I think Junior's fight might have fallen through today. Yeah, I think all those boys I've done some kind of training with or like had a personal interaction with them, which is cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. Have you been to Perth before?
I've been to Perth for an Eternal fight. I went over as a cornerman for Nick Thornton versus Toby Meach and Lawrence Louis versus Anthony Drillich, and that was a questionable decision. To be honest, both fights were questionable decisions. They both lost. Lawrence and Anthony Drillich for the regional MMA history. They had a fight at bantamweight, and Lawrence lost a split decision on that one. And that was, I don't know, could have been.
How's your impression on that time, bro? Like at Perth, it's got mixed reviews, man. Some people like it. Some people say there's a lot of junkies running around the streets and whatnot. What was your impression?
Yeah, I love it. I love Perth. Perth is awesome. It was a great city. It was really easy to get around. We had a mate who lived over there who showed us a few good spots. Hux, he showed us like some barbecue spots and burger spots. It was awesome.
Yeah, I watched Izzy fight Trickus there, and that was a pretty good fight, pretty good show. And then the place was good to me too. Some beautiful restaurants, man. After being over in Asia for a while, it was nice to get to a
Yeah.
good steak restaurant. Yeah. Bro, so is there any particular like changes or anything you've done to your preparation this time, or it's all just drifted along the same as it was for the previous one? Obviously, there's some, tactical things, but any new changes?
uh, so just because I've rolled this camp into the last camp, I was already quite fit going into this one, so I was actually having to pull myself back to do less work, so I didn't overtrain and get sick and get injured. Talking to Bill Smart, who's the conditioning coach for us now, works for New Zealand High Performance, and he's written the whole plan up for me, and he's like tapered me off quite well.
Yeah.
He's told me to drop sessions and stuff, and yeah, it's actually been quite fun training a little bit less.
Yeah, cool. Slightly different, right? I'm interested in the tactical side of things, man. Like, different fighters have different approaches. I know Aaron Toe said he just leaves it to the coaches. They say what to do and he just does it. Are you of that sort of mind or I think you'd be a bit more involved, wouldn't you? Like a bit more like processing it and stuff.
No, I love yeah being more involved. Um, Watching the film, like I'll watch a fight and say Brogan will go and watch a fight, and we'll come back the next day and we'll compare notes. We'll go from there. I like doing that. But yeah, it's quite interesting.
And how much does that go into your actual fights themselves? Because you've been doing it for a while. Like your actual fights, how much of your planning and that goes into it, would you see as a percentage, versus what you naturally do versus special adjustments that you've made just from reviewing fights and whatnot?
I'd say it's like quite a bit, like almost 50%. Half of it is having to do actual learn new moves for a game plan, and I actually enjoy doing that quite a bit. So yeah,
Yeah, to
we
keep you
involve that.
interested. Is there any good partners you're training with that kind of match him, bro, in terms of, like size, like midget size or strength and that sort of thing?
Yeah, we have probably
Maybe
two of
Aaron
the
Toe would
best
be similar,
southpaws.
right? Aaron Toe would be
Aaron
similar,
Toe,
right?
Aaron Toe has been. I think he's still in Shanghai. Yeah, yeah, I
Oh
think he's still
no.
in Shanghai.
Okay, Aaron. All right, bro.
No, but
So
I've been training with Bo Rowdy, who's a southpaw, and BJ Bland, who's southpaws. They both were at the gym before I arrived, and they were like quite high in the regional scene. I think they actually fought each other a long, long time ago, and Bo Rowdy beat BJ, but BJ Bland, has fought Callum Potter, he's fought who else has he fought? A lot of good guys in the regional scene. So I've got two stocky southpaws who are real good.
Nice. He's a bit of a switch hitter too, though, right, Petroski? I saw him switch hitting a little bit in one of the fights I was watching.
Yeah, yeah, he's fancies himself pretty slick, like switching to the other stance, and yeah,
When I watch him, just from a a fan kind of perspective, he looks kind of like stock standard type of MMA style with the hands, right? Kind of standard in a way, which I think you guys, especially CKB and yourself, are kind of a little bit above that level, I would say, from in terms of like striking prowess. What do you think?
yeah, for sure, definitely. He's yeah, the package that he shows is it's quite common.
In saying that, like I was listening, I don't know if you listen to the people talking when you listen to the shows. One of them was saying how they trained with him and that he was his actual words were that he's a strong guy, he's a monster. In terms of grappling, I think he was talking about triangles, anacondas, and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a few good subs. I know he's got that one sub over. Can't remember his name, but one of the a training partner for the Diaz brothers. So they are notoriously hard to submit, and he submitted. So must have a good squeeze on him.
Yeah, true, bro. So your any new moves you're gonna pull on him, bro, that you can mention, bro, like jump spinning hook kicks or any fucking whip out another calf slicer, fucking I don't know.
Wrist locks.
Wrist locks,
Been working
bro.
on my been working on my wrist lock.
Just how sometimes in the comps people get like wrist locked in about 5 seconds. If you can do that, bro, if you could wrist lock it in 5 seconds, I think you'll just be a champion for life in UFC history.
I think I'd be a black belt under Steven Seagal or something.
I never thought of that in UFC. Someone comes out and like, tap, 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 like in 5 seconds. That'd be awesome.
That'd be legendary.
Cool, bro. So your prediction, wrist lock round one on the 27th against Andre Petroski. We're sticking with that one.
Yeah, we'll stick with the wrist lock. The wrist lock is a versatile move. You can hit it from anywhere.
Awesome, bro. Cool. All right, bro. Thanks for your time, man. And I look forward to seeing you in action in the big show. And hope we have a clean slate of all the Aussie and Kiwis winning. And if it doesn't happen, I want you to win anyway, bro.
All right, appreciate it, Toby. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, man. Cheers.